What up, guys? Welcome to the vlog. Man, it's Monday. Last day of the week. At least for most people, it's the worst day of the week. Myself included, I really don't like Mondays. But, guys, I wanted to take a moment, and today's not going to be a pretty fancy vlog, but I just wanted to come to you guys and have a little talk. And nothing's wrong, nothing's crazy. I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm just a little tired. So if I seem off, it's just because I'm tired. But yeah, and as always, guys, you're welcome to come along on the venture, and let's do it to it right now. Alrighty, guys, man, oh man, I don't know why sometimes I make things seem like they're gonna be crazy when they're really not. I'm just kind of chit-chatting with you guys for a little bit. Today I'm gonna be working on the vlog for tomorrow, like always. I've not been super consistent with doing a Monday vlog. And that's because for Monday vlogs, I usually film during the weekend. And I've explained to you guys, I like that to be my family time. I don't like taking my phone and videoing everything. I think I need to get back onto it. Because, you know, I am supposed to be doing vlogs from Monday through Friday. But I wanted to just, I was pondering and thinking, like, hey, you know, what if I just did one-on-ones on Mondays? Kind of like what I'm doing right now. Me in the car somewhere, or just wherever I'm at the time, just sitting down for a couple minutes, so you guys can get to know me a little better. And if that's the case, like, down in the comments, let's get some questions going, or on Twitter, or whatever, whichever you guys feel. Let's get some questions together, and I'll answer those questions. Let's keep it age appropriate, guys. Some people are gonna ask some weird, crazy questions, and, you know, I'm gonna answer them to the truth, as truthfully as I can, but if it's too out there, then I'll just skip over those questions. I want to keep the videos family friendly. So if I wouldn't let my niece watch it, don't put it. Let's just put it that way. But I want to start out and just give you guys a background of me, just a little bit. I'm 30 years old. My birthday's on December 17th. My social security number is... I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. Me and Heather, we met through our employment with the LDS Church, or the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We both worked for the custodial department, and that's where we met each other. We dated for about 3.5 months before I proposed to her, and then we got married in September. Kind of the backstory of that is we started working together, and I'll just put it this way. I almost married 2 different girls before I met my wife. I had strong feelings for both of them. I won't mention their names because that's not important. But by this time in my life, you know, I'd go out on dates and stuff, but I stopped pursuing, the chance of ever getting married. And so, at least in my mind, Heather came around, and she was friends with my twin brother's wife, somewhat. And I was just like, hey, I would, we should go hang out, do something. Not like my brother and his wife, but just a group of us after work or something. And that kind of fell through. Again, I wasn't looking to date, but things fell through. And then she was like, oh, I have a bunch of friends around, I want to go out for a sushi night. And if you guys know me well enough, I love food. And especially sushi. So she called me up and she was like, hey, we're all going to meet at this sushi place, and I'll see you when I get there. Well, I show up, and you can tell like something's up with her, with Heather. She's kind of sitting there, and she's kind of got her head down, and I get up and I sit down, and she smiles, and she's like, oh, you came? And I was like, well, yeah. And I was like, where's all your friends? I thought they were going to be here. And she's like, they all bailed on me. And I'm like, oh, okay. Sorry about that. And, as awkward it was like, we had talked and stuff at work, but it wasn't like we were, like, friends or anything. And I was like, well, let's just have sushi. And when it came time to pay, I was raised in the manner of, like, it's okay if you're not on a date and you pay for the dinner. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, don't throw that out there. Don't do this. I mean, she was having a pretty crummy day. Her friends bailed on her. The least I could have done is bought her some dinner. You know what I mean? No big deal. Wasn't a date. And, like, I don't know why, but I could just tell she had kind of this, like, thought of, oh, I like this guy. And me being a dummy was like, I need to get this, I need to nip this right now. So, I went ahead and I was just like, hey, babe. Well, I didn't say babe at the time because I wasn't dating her. But I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, it's nothing against you or anything, but I'm not looking to date to get married. I don't think marriage is something I'm gonna really be about. But I would love if you were still my friend. So I friend zoned her right off the bat, right? Well, let's fast forward. My brother and his wife weren't married yet. They were still engaged in that process. Well, their wedding came around, the reception. Heather had asked, was like, hey, is there any way that I would like to go? Is there any way that you could pick me up? And I was like, sure. I'm my brother's best man. I gotta do things. And this, I think, was like maybe a month and a half, 2 months after the sushi, right? And we're sitting there, and if you've been my friend and know me pretty well, I like to mess around with you a lot. I like to joke around, crack jokes. So, like, the whole time there at the reception, right, they have this place where it has, like, Mr. and Mrs. Sosa, where they would take some pictures with people. Well, after the people were done taking those pictures, I went and took Heather over there, and I was like, oh, isn't that nice? And it was completely a joke. Again, I'd already friend-zoned her. Wasn't thinking about, dating her. And my twin brother comes up to me, and he's like, hey, bro, I need you to do me a huge favor. And I was like, what's up, bro? Because I'm the best man, So, Bethany, I hope you don't take this wrong about, your bridesmaid going home early. I just thought it was a little weird that I would have to take her home and because she had this curfew. I don't know why an adult would have a curfew when they're just here visiting, but hey, it is what it is. So I went to Heather and I was like, Heather, will you come with me to take this girl home? And like, I had traveled a ton this day, you know. Left work at 1:30, got to St. George before 9 o'clock, went back up to Salt Lake City for the reception. I mean, it was a lot of driving. So to take this girl, you know, I was already tired of being in a car and driving. So I was just like, Heather, will you come with me? You'd be doing me a huge solid, and I can drop you off at home afterwards. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. So we take this girl back to Riverton. Heather lived in this building called the Plaza, right? And it's a hotel, but yet it has dorms for the business college. So the LDS Business College, right? Well, they have this alleyway that goes in between two buildings, and that's usually where I would go to take her out, pick her up or drop her off whenever we were hanging out or whatever. So as I was entering this, like, it was like a kick in the face. Like, reality hit me in the face, and it's like, man, you're being dumb. You should be dating this girl, right? Like, you should be dating this girl. And so I was like, hey, Heather, I want to ask you something seriously. I know you probably don't want to take me serious because I've been messing with you. You know, we've been good friends. But would you like to go out on a date with me? And guys, you don't see enough of Heather to see how she is. But if you dish something out, she'll dish it right back, right? She's just that type of person. So she's like, oh, you know, I didn't come here to Salt Lake to get married or date. I was just here to get, you know, do my college thing and maybe make a couple of friends and work. Well played, Heather. Well played. I deserved it. I deserved that. Well, she's like, yeah, we could go on a date, but she's like, I'll be honest, you know, I know you weren't looking for, you know, a relationship. I know I'm not really looking for a relationship. And I was like, that's okay, it's just one date. No big deal, right? Well, 3 months goes by. I propose. That next September, I married my best friend. Yep, for all time and eternity. We got married in the DC temple. Not a whole lot of my family could be there for you know, the ceiling, but I'll tell you what, guys. I've never been happier. She brings so much happiness into my life. It is unbelievable. She is the one solid positive thing that I have in my life that's always been consistent. Yeah, we at times have, you know, differences and agreements for things just like every other couple, you know. But overall, the positive things definitely outweigh the negative things. And on that positive note, the one you love the most, your spouse, if you're married, you might understand this. If you're not married yet, you will understand this one day, hopefully. The positivity that comes from knowing that someone loves you unconditionally is amazing. So Heather, thank you for being a positive support, a positive block in my life. And guys, let's keep up with the positivity for our happiness. And as always, let's do it to it together. Love you guys.
So, be careful. Some candy can be spicy, so be careful. So, watch my uncle's video. Let's do it together. Make sure subscribe.